morning, Philippines! Maayong buntag, Bohol! Especially to our school's division superintendent, Sir Bianito A. Dagatan. Also to our ESDSS, Ma'am Marina Salabangka and Ma'am Kashana Caberte. To all the EPSS, PSDSS, and school heads in the division of Bohol. And of course, to all of you teachers na talagang hamakin ng lahat para lang makita nyo kami ngayon. These teachers. I salute you all of you, to all of you, mom and sir, who are watching us right now and has been with us since July despite sa mga internet connection problems or issues. And a blessed Monday, everyone. Now let me take this opportunity to say hi and thank you to my colleagues in the SDO Bohol Task Force ICT platforms, Sir Cal, Sir Jimboy, Sir Henry, Sir Glenn, Sir Aga, Sir Ronald, and of course to the brain of this task force, the one and only very active, very intelligent, our well-rounded chairman, Sir Fernando Inad. Let me also say hi to all the teachers of Sagbayan Central Elementary School, especially to my sister-in-law, one of the master teachers of Sagbayan Central Elementary School, Ma'am Le Tadle, and to her husband, Arnel Tadle. And so with our active school principal, Sir Romulo Sinabre. Also, hi to my friends from the other districts, Ma'am Juvie Amistoso, Sir Tito Tagsip, Ma'am Cheremy Lalem, Ma'am Jennifer Tumilap. Of course, to my co-teachers in Eugenio V. Amores Memorial High School, especially sa what I mentioned last time, Ma'am Jerosana Divino, Ma'am Jessa Lugaos, Ma'am Jennifer Cubiut, Ma'am Chandelin Serna, Ma'am Rafa Busaco, Ma'am Elma Lagoring, Ma'am Ivy Wagas, Sir Jeffrey Lamosti, Ma'am Angeline Litob, Sir Jerome Sergilia, Sir Jerome Sergilia, Ma'am Anifi Bicosa, Sir Elmer Largo, and to my closest friend, nga nag-birthday gahapon, my very dear Cubs, Ma'am Michelle A. Gata. Belated happy birthday, Cubs. Of course, to our others, Ma'am Mayet Boko, nga bag-o lang sad nga gikasal, to her husband, Sir Greg. Congratulations, ma'am and sir. All right, so I hope everyone is in their comfortable seats right now. Murag nag-uwan na ba? Bati ang panahon. But I really hope okay lang mo diha. And we are to continue our DepEd LMS training for teachers. And this is already the part 2 since we already have the part 1 last Wednesday. But before we'll proceed to the session proper, I believe it is only just right to start with a prayer. So may I request everyone to please put yourselves in the holy presence of God. So let us bow our heads as we ask God's blessings in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Dear Almighty and ever-loving God, we glorify and thank Thee, your name. You have showered us with so much blessings, and your presence continuously remind us of your faithfulness and guidance. May we humbly ask you to shower our speakers today of your greatest inspiration so that they may share the most of their knowledge, heart, and soul to their respective topics. May we also observe the invaluable knowledge, experiences, and put it into practice what we may learn today. We pray that you bless all the committees in charge, that they may be able to fulfill their task responsibly, that the objectives they have set may all be achieved. Your infinite blessing would mean the success of the seminar. May we be a living witness of your genuine love through the enactment of the knowledge acquired through this activity. We ask this in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Amen. our last session of the part two of our free webinar series brought to you by SDO Bohol Task Force ICT platforms. And for today's topic, we have DepEd LMS Training for Teachers Part 2. I am sure everyone is excited because this is in continuation with the Part 1. So this time makakuha na gyud ta as in fully na gyud full na ato ang mahibaw-an about DepEd LMS. But before that, let me share to you or let me inform everyone that we still have part 3 of the SDO Bohol Contextualized webinars. So we have on August 5, we have mail merge. And on August 7, we have string manipulation and MS Excel. On August 10, Visual Basic Application. On August 12, we will have live streaming using OBS. And on August 14, we also have Google Sites. So please take note of the schedules and please bear with us. I hope you will still be there with us. Okay, I can assure you that you will learn a lot from these topics. And of course, aside sa atong makatuna, no, we are also excited to get our e-certificates. And let me remind everyone on the steps on how to download your e-certificates. First, access the SearchGen portal at https://searchgen.depedbohol.net. Next, key in the email address you used to answer the end of session evaluation and assessment form for the particular session. So last time, ay lang mo kabalaka sa wala fill up sa form. There was actually no kanang mark assessment. But this time, you have to really answer the assessment form as it is the basis for the e-certificate. And in the event that the certificate is showing certificate details not found, please refresh the home page and click on the icon again. And in the event that you really could not see your certificate, use the search certificate facility. What's good about search certificate facility? Ma-search na nato ato ang name and then we can download our e-certificate. So how to search for your certificate in case it is not in your dashboard? First, again, you have to access the site. What site am I talking about is the searchgen.depedbohol.net. And when you are in the site, you have to click on the link or the field search certificate. And then after that, you have to input your search text or you can use your full name or first name or last name. And then for the fourth step, you have to click the button search. And then once found or nakita na yung inyong name, click the download icon again. Okay, for the session specifics, first, the session is again live streamed in the official YouTube channel of the Task Force ICT platforms and will be replayed in the Facebook page tonight at 7 p.m. Courtesy of Sir Fernando Inad. And for number 2, for questions, participants may write this in the chat or message box, and this will be answered in the Q&A segment, which will happen at the end of the session. And third, participants should stay until the end to see the assessment and evaluation link, which is a requisite to getting the e-certificate. The assessment link will expire 5 p.m. of the next day. And the most important reminder, participants can only take the assessment once and should get 6 out of 10 to get the e-certificate. So no more multiple retakes. So teachers, please make sure to get a 6 out of 10. I'm sure makakuha dyan mo ng 6 out of 10. Ay, mga teachers, good, kamo pa. So, okay, what will happen if you cannot get 6 up? You cannot have your e-certificate. So you have to make sure to get 6 out of 10. And then also make sure to check the inputted information on the full name and email field. Request for correction will no longer be honored. I guess everyone is taking extra careful about this one. So e-certificates can be claimed via the search engine application accessible via https://searchgene.depedbohol.net 3 days after the session. Okay, so I guess in this part, I have to introduce to you our resource person, one of the experts in the SDO Bohol Task Force ICT platforms. So our resource person or resource speaker for this DepEd LMS training for teachers part 2. He is a teacher too and an ICT coordinator of Katipunan National High School, and at the same time the senior high school coordinator and a member task force of ICT platforms. And in a very short period of time nga murag wa mi nakita ni sir, pero sa akong na feel good si sir has the passion to teach. The person I am talking to or referring to is no other than Sir Alberto Albastro. Hi, Sir Aga.
Good morning, ma'am. Good
Good,
morning, ma'am Ara.
good morning, sir. Good morning. Excited na mi, sir. Maminaw ni mo.
Okay, sir. Oh, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so sige, ma'am.
Akong i-stop, sir, ha. Sige, go, Sir Aga.
Okay. Nakita na, ma'am?
Okay, sir. Nakita, sir.
Okay. So, good morning. Good morning, Bohol. Good morning to all the participants of this webinar. And this will be the second part for the LMS, DepEd LMS. So, since second part naman ta, I need you to log in your account in your Google Moodle Cloud. So to log in, the account that you created last time, in my case, I created Katipunan Cloud. And as I log in, I should see my screen. Before I proceed, I need you to log in first for us to have a interactive discussion. So I'll give you about a minute to log into your Moodle site. And hopefully, we'll be able to see the same screen. Okay? So, now that you are logged in your Moodle site, you will see almost the same interface as I have here. Then, I assume that you already have your prepared course with the last session that you had. In my case, I have two courses available, English 7 and Filipino 7. I prepared a course, okay? So, in your case, kindly click or go to the course that you created. And you will see this window. Now, you might not see the same interface, or not interface, but rather you might not see this add an activity or resource. If you don't see this, kindly click this gear icon and do click turn editing on. Okay, in my case, again, if you don't see those things that was shown a while ago, kindly click the gear icon and click turn editing on. Okay? By the way, if you have concern, please write your concern in our comment section for us to address it immediately. Okay? So, we will proceed now. My topic is about the assessment part, some of the assessment part of our LMS. But we will not tackle everything in the assessment area or activity area. We will simply tackle three things since we will focus on the most important, I think. Okay? To start with the assessment part, we have here, see, as you can see, my topics, we don't have a content. You made this, prepare this the last time that you had LMS part 1. So just ignore that we don't have topic here or content of the course because our focus is on the assessment or activity part. So to start with an activity, kindly click add an activity or resource there. Now you will see a lot of activities here. But our focus for today would be only three activity module. One, assignment module. The second is the forum module. And the last part is the quiz, which is the most important module. Okay? So, with the first module, or the assignment activity module, this will enable us teachers to communicate with our students when we want them to do something, collect work, and provide grades and feedback. If we want our students to submit files, pictures, or other uh, file formats, assignment is the module that we need to check or create. Here also in the assignment module, we will be able to see no kinsa na ang nakasubmit, wala nakasubmit, and the date of submission. Okay? So, to do assignment, we need to click add. Here, in the assignment name, it's up to you how you intend to create your flow of topics. So you can simply say module 1, uh, quarter 1, assignment 1. As an example lang, just to have a guide na this assignment 1 is for module 1 or topic 1. And then in the description, here in the description, it is where we put our instruction on how the student should submit their work or other instruction. But since we are using modules or prepared modules na for our students, we can simply say in the instruction, one, please refer to the activity sheet for information about the assignment. Okay? And then, this is the most important part. You have to specify how would you want your student to submit their work. Okay? So, as per recommendation, and for us to avoid unnecessary clicking and going somewhere else, no, it is preferred that we tell our students to submit their work in PDF format. So please submit your work in PDF format. Okay? Now, this area, it is where we upload the assignment. If you have an activity sheet or module that you want your students to read, this is where you upload the file. Sa mga medyo advanced na, they can use drag and drop here. But sa ato nga medyo starting pa, we can click this link, yung files. Yan. And then choose the file that you want to upload. As an example here, example lang, yan. And once done, upload this file. Your student will be able to see the content of this PDF. The advantage of using PDF is dili na sila. For example, you will be using Word. The problem with Word document is they have to download it pa and then before pa sila makabasa sa atuang activity sheet. So what we intend to do is readily available na diri lang sa atuang Moodle site pa lang. The same goes with us. That's the reason why we require our student to submit their work in PDF format para dili na tamubalhin pa og laing window, rather diri na lang pod sa tuang Moodle site. Okay? Now, availability. You can disable all of this. But each of these has a purpose. Una, yung allow submission from means if you will enable this, you will allow submission on this particular date lang para to make sure that our students were able to read muna the activity or the module or the assignment before sila mag-submit. We all know sometimes manggod as they seen the activity sheet, automatic sila mo submit. And we don't want na mag delete pa ta, request for deleting pa ta. So we have to specify when they will be able to submit their work. So ang atong buhaton is to specify. So today is August 3. So pwede siguro we can probably start with August 7. Yan. Oh, submission. Yes. And then due date. What is the purpose of due date? Due date will determine hantud kanus a sila pwedeng mag-submit. So example, August 10. So they have 3 days after you allow submission para makasubmit sa ilahang activity. Now, with cut-off date naman, if you will enable it, what is the difference between due date and cut-off date? Due date, hantud kanus a sila dapat mag-submit on an ideal time frame. Pero, if you will allow them to submit beyond the cut-off date, ito na yung grace period na atong gihatag, but the submitted file is marked as late na. By the way, we forgot to specify the time. Normally, ang time na gigamit nila is 11:59. Yan. Same thing goes with the cutoff date. Yun nga, the purpose of the cutoff date is to give our students grace period beyond due date. So if you will give them siguro about 2 days siguro after the due date. So kung 10, we can probably do it on the 12th of August, and time would be probably uh, 5 sa hapon, 59. Remind me to grade by. Remind me to grade by is okay po na, but we don't encourage you to do remind me to grade by. Why? Because this particular feature will create an email to uh, the admins, no, of our LMS. Now, bear in mind, and I would like to remind everybody also that this particular demo that we are doing with the Google Cloud or Moodle Cloud is just for the purpose of demo. But ang ato yung gamiton is the DepEd LMS. So, we don't want to add sa burden nila nga daghang email na mo circulate sa server. So, ato na lang nang i-forgo lang sa for now. Okay? So again, availability. The availability allows submission from, you specify the date when they can submit, start of submission, and the end of submission for the due date. And the cutoff date again is for the purpose of grace period beyond due date. Okay? Then, in the submission type or submission types, you can do online text, yung medyo dynamic wherein diha sila mag-answer. But again, we would like to recommend that we use file submission. Looking back, ingon ta, please submit your work in PDF format para mas sayon sa bata o para pod nato ang pagbasa sa ilahang i-submit later on. So, click File Submission, maximum number of uploaded files. Since we only need one, so we can probably set it to one lang. Now, maximum submission size. Since we are using a free version, so limit lang sa ta sa 1 MB. Pero if we were given na an account and rights in our DepEd LMS, dagko na ang mga maximum size that we can avail of. Pero for the purpose of this demonstration, we will be using maximum submission size. Anyway, don't worry because in a normal file size of a one bond paper size na PDF siguro document, it would about siguro nasa 10 KB lang or up, no? But imposible na moabot siya 1 MB for the purpose of a PDF file lang. Okay? Here, in this area, in the accepted file types, it is where you choose the file type that you will allow your students to submit or you will accept. So, in the document type, okay, naadihaan ta ng mga document type na gusto nimo or pwede nimong gamiton, but since we recommend na you use document type, okay? Pwede na yan, check na. And then, expand and look for the PDF document and save changes. What happens kung mo submit sila og laing file format? Then, it will be rejected because we specify the accepted file type, which is a PDF format. Okay? Don't worry, I will give you time to do your own after the whole thing. So, in the feedback types, that's not that important for now. Same thing with the submission setting. Okay? Group submission, notification. Okay. This is important. Okay? Now, initially, we can specify the type of value na pwede natong pilion. So in our case, since activity ni siya and there is a corresponding score, so we will simply allow it to be point and the maximum grade is 100. Now, you have the option to choose kung pila ang point na imuhang i-specify to the assignment. That is dependent on your gradebook na ato ang gamon, di ba? So, for now, we will simply allow it na 100 and after that, click save and display. As you can see, you have now your course which is 302-860 English 7 school year 2020 topic 1 and quarter 1 assignment 1. So naa na tay assignment karon. So pwede na tang mag or naanay kasubmitan sa tuang assignment. And then this is the instruction, then the sample letter, which is yung module na ato ang gi-add. As you can see, wala pa tay participant, wala pa submitted, needs grading, due date, and so on. Okay? So, I'll give you 1 minute to prepare your own assignment and then we will proceed with the next activity.
Hello, Sir Aga.
Yes,
Can I
ma'am.
use can I use the time to
Yes,
read the
ma'am.
greetings? Di lang ta answer no?
Yes,
Or,
ma'am.
okay. Let me read some greetings from our participants. Good morning from Pandalan High School, Hitafe, from Ma'am Vanessa Calo. Good morning, SDU Bohol from Ma'am Lowella Pacaldo. Good morning, everyone watching from Cortes District, from Arlene Pundok. Good morning, everyone from Marilyn Gumatay. Good morning, everyone watching from Cabantian, Gindolman, Bohol, from Virginia, Ma'am Virginia Makinano. And good morning, everyone watching here from Tanawan ES, Tubigon East District, from Rosalind Ormiga. Sorry. And good morning, watching here from SIS Trinidad District, Richel Kisto. And hi, good morning to SDO Bohol from Ma'am Maria B. Sironay. Good morning, everyone watching from San Pascual Elementary School, Obay 3, from Ma'am Eulalia Magduwa. And good morning, everyone watching from Tais Luway District, from Ma'am Kuli Kali. And good morning, SDU Bohol, watching from Trinidad District, from Ma'am Juan Baribar. Sir, do you have any shout out, sir? Ikaw na.
Shout out lang sir sa ma'am sa Katipunan National High School to all my colleagues who are having some activity right now aside from this webinar. So,
Yes. Nga
good
na
luck
kabisi ang
guys.
teachers. And also to my colleagues also, sir, nga wala na mention ngayon na. Ma'am Kathleen, Ma'am Chemby, Ma'am, who else? Ma'am Niris, Ma'am Lucille Gumapak, Ma'am Marivic Asas, and to our beautiful principal, school principal, Ma'am Teresita A. Kayaman. Sir, are we good?
Okay, ma'am. So, I think we will proceed.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
So, if we will go back to our course, you will see that you already have an assignment. Now, we will not be able to use this unless, well, pwede na to i-preview or pwede kita mo try, but it would be best if we add a user or a student. Now, to add a student, simply assuming you were not able to add a user yet, so you can go to site administration and then you go to users, add new user. Example, in my case, I will add Basting and then password. Example lang. And then this forced password change is after their first login, they will be forced to change this password. But this is just for the purpose of demonstration, so we will not uh, click that anymore. So example, Alberto Arbasto, email address, ay, at deped.ph, city, Philippines, preferred language, and student account. Example lang. You can put a picture if you want as their as they log in. Pero for now, that's not important. So you can also click it here or drag it here. So okay lang na. Then create user. The user was created, but it's not yet added as a student to your class. Wala pa sila ma-enroll. So, to go to enrollment, so you go to your course and then go to participant. Here you will see or you can search for the users, enroll users. In my case, I will be using my other account, which is the studentkatipunan@gmail.com, our student Katipunan demo account. So, studemo, okay, wait sa, there. And then, assign a role, enroll, and then we will add another user. which is the other one. Ito itong giginama na DepEd. And then this will be their username eh. So, yan. Okay. Enroll. Assign a student. Account. Enroll. Okay, so let's go back to our class. And if you want them to see your assignment, of course, they have to log in. So we will simply use, for now, since you are used to na with logging in and logging out, we can use already a incognito window. Anyway, the incognito window is simply a window that will not keep track of your browsing history. Okay, and it will not uh, have a conflict with our site. So our Google Moodle Cloud site is Katipunan National High School, moodlecloud.com. And then the username, we created Studemo. And then the password is login. Wait, wala ma-add. Okay, so we'll go back na lang. Ay, ay na-add na ni si... Okay, we'll just use student. I forgot the password. So I'll just go back and enroll a user. Again, I will select Studemo there as a student. And then enroll users. Ayun. So added na si Studemo. So we will go back. Yan, na siya ay English 7. So, pinigsuod niya, he will be able to see now the assignment. And the assignment, yan. Okay. So, for now, I will allow you to first add a student in your course. So, another minute para maka-add mo og student ninyo in your course. Okay? Amara,
Yes, sir.
you can still have
Ah,
announcements?
sir, basa na lang ko ano yung mga greetings. Kay daghan kayo, sir.
Sige, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, good morning. It's Dio Boho watching from Katigbian National High School, Katigbian District, from Ma'am Melissa Apoluna. Good morning, it's Dio Boho watching from Gindolman District, from Ma'am Nora Magaliano. Good morning, is Dio Boho. Pa-shout ko sa ako mga kauban, mga co-teachers sa Rizal High School, Rizal Batuan, Bohol, especially sa amo school head, Ma'am Zenaida R. Valiente, from Ma'am Sarlene Oy. And good morning from Ma'am Adolfa Idisan. Good morning, everyone. Have a blessed Monday from LUNHS Kandihay District from Sir Desiderio Galopo. And good morning, watching from Tugas ES President CPG District from Ma'am Virgilia Costillas. Uh, good morning, watching from Bilang-Bilangan East Elementary School, Bien Onido District from Maria Jeline Forog. And hello, good morning from Corelia District from Ma'am Daniela Talisik. Sir, ikaw na po, sir.
Okay na, ma'am. Okay na, ma'am.
Okay na, sige, sige, go.
Sige, ma'am. So, now that you were able to add a user to your uh, course or a student to your course, once na mag-submit sila, you will be able to check or put a grade in their work. Okay? So, as an example, okay, uh, in this area, when you click, assuming na nag-submit, no? So, you can put a grade here. So, we'll just go back muna. Yan. And then, save changes, then it will be reflected to your gradebook later on. So, kindly ignore this, no? Since we're trying to use trial version muna, so let's just leave it that way. Okay? Okay. So, if we will go to our student account, yan, and then there, with assignment 1. And if they want to do submission, since wala pa i-allow na to ang submission sa ato ang assignment, ang bata cannot still submit kay August 7 pa man. Assuming you will create a new assignment and it will be open, so the student will be able to do submission. So, atong buhaton, we will go back to our uh, course na English, and then we will create or we can edit na lang that will ano na lang, we will add na lang a new activity. So again, assignment, and then add, and then this is module 1, assignment 2, and then the description, instruction, And then 1, please read the module. And then 2, submit your accomplished file in PDF format. Yan. Then, so again, dili na importante. And then, kani siya, allow submission. Again, today, due date, assuming 7 days after. And then, dili na lang na ito na i-check. Cut-off date, pwede nang wala since we just want our student to be able to submit. Okay? So, choose a file. Yan na, accepted. And then we will choose the PDF format. Save changes. Parehas lang ang grading sa. And then save and display. Na natin assignment 2 na pwede nang mag-submit ang mga bata today also. So we can go to our student account as they check assignment 2. Yan. And then naana siya add submission. Okay? So in the add submission, your students can upload their file. So example, in our case, we choose accomplish sample letter for submission purposes. And then upload this file. Save changes. And if you will go back to your teacher account, and you can see, refresh lang sa nato, that there is also already one submitted and needs grading. So when you click grade, sa naman to, ano pa ba? Topic 1. Okay, kadiyot. Ay. So when we edit pala, ignore lang nato na. Cancel na nato na. So let's go back. Nasinog sa connection na po ni. So we have one submitted. Then grade. View submission of a particular student. You don't know what happened? Okay. So we will just go back na lang, anak niya. Let's see what happened. Na-submit na ba? Okay na. Okay, submit na di ay. So we'll just get back. Basig sa connection na po ni. Ayun. Tara. Kita na. I cannot see. We're supposed to see yung user. Maybe this is part of the edit lang. Okay. We'll just go back na lang kay medyo I'm having a problem with this. Okay. Ayun, di man siya mo. Visual submission na lang. And then grade na lang nato si student katipunan here. Ayan. This is the work of student katipunan. Assuming nahuman ka og basa, then you put a score of 90. And then save changes. Okay. Na-save na siya. So if we will go back in our assignment 2, wala na siya needs grading kay naa na may grado katong gisubmit ni student katipunan. Okay? So that's how we post an assignment, and that's how our students view the assignment, submit the assignment, and how we put a grade in a particular assignment that was submitted by our student. Okay? So we are done with the first part of our assessment part, which is the activity assignment. Now, the second module that we will be talking about is the forum. Now, forum enables participants to have a synchronous discussion about a particular topic that you posted, or even a student can post a topic if you will allow them. Now, one of the thing that we can do with forum is yung participation of the student can be graded, which means if a particular student writes something about your posted topic, you can put a grade. And also, if you encourage critical thinking wherein you encourage other students to comment on a particular answer from another student, pwede po na. So mura og si student 1 will say something about a particular topic, and then si student 2 will affirm or refute the idea of the other student. So ingana ang purpose ni forum. So basically, if we simply want to generate ideas from our students, forum is a good module to explore. And again, it can be graded. So to do that, you can click forum, add forum, and then in the forum name, you can probably say topic 1 Topic 1, uh, importance of ICT. Then, in the description, again, in the description, you will simply put your instruction and how your student, reminder lang, that if you will allow collegial conversation, uh, please remind our students to be medyo polite or medyo avoid unnecessary statements that might, yun nga, maglikay na lang ta nga basin niya, na matouch na mga dili maayong words. So, here, simply put your instruction on how they will interact. Okay? So, yun lang, instruction lang yan. And then, since we mentioned na grade na to, so we can click ratings, and then these are the choices. Pero since gusto nato na markas-akas alang ang pag-grade niya, so simply click the sum of rating. Yan. Again, the maximum grade pwedeng depende ra na nato kung unsaon nato pag or pila ang atong ibutang, because again that's dependent on our grade book and how we plan our grade book to be reflected. So just for the purpose of this sample lang, I'll just leave it to 100. So dili na lang nato na ilabtan ang atuang uh, restrict rating, and then save and display. Now naa na sila'y forum where they can write something about it. No? So you can add a topic if you want, or your student can add a topic. so, so to check, arita sa ato ang student account, and then going back to our course, you will see ito na yung ato ang forum. Your student, again, pwede sila mismo ang magsuwat sa topic, or if they want to simply interact. So, pero panalitan na lang, importance of ICT. This is demo. Yan lang. Then, post to forum. Okay, na siya na post. Going back to our teacher account and check. Na siya reply or na post from student Katipunan. And if you want to check that, mao ni siya ang iyahang post. Now you can again write your rating. So pananglitan lang pod, daghan siyang gipanulti nga sakto or sibo sa imuhang rubrics, assuming lang that we will put a score of 95. So, yun na. Then, that is about forum. Okay? So, again, I will give you time para mag-create og inyong forum for about 2 minutes. Okay? Mamara?
Yes, sir. So I
Any
have
announcement, ma'am, or questions, ma'am? Kay samtang gitagaan na tug time mga tuang mga participants to
ah
create their own forum.
question nimo gusto, sir? Murag
Okay.
wala kay ko nakita na question, sir. Nalay isa.
Sige,
Isa
ma'am.
lang og isa ka concern.
Okay,
So from
ma'am.
Ma'am May Makalisang, ang yung question, sir, is I already have LMS account, sir, but I can't create a course for our school. For our school is not yet found in the LMS. How to access po?
Okay. LMS. DepEd LMS, ma'am, no? So I think she's referring to, si ma'am is referring to the DepEd LMS.
I think so, sir.
Uh, dili pa sila maka-create og account or di pa sila makahimo og anything in the DepEd LMS because the rights was not yet assigned to them.
Mm.
So, si Ma'am tingali natagaan or nagamaan og account sa ato ang mga district ICT or maybe she is the district ICT. Remember that we had the training for the district ICT wherein they created an account.
Okay, sir.
But kadtong mo grant og rights or access,
Mm.
we are not empowered to create or grant a right to a particular user pagkakaron. So for now, I think it's with Ma'am Dina, our Division ICT pa.
Mm.
Pero eventually, kung ma-launch na gyud ang DepEd LMS, everybody will have its uh, rights accordingly. So pagkakaroon mo, mao dyan na yung problema. Uh, sorry, nalimot ko og mention ganina na dapat for the purpose of demonstration, kanilang sa ang atuang gamiton, kaning atuang Moodle site na ginama
Okay, sir.
kay for the purpose of ano lang getting to know it and then practicing.
Okay, sir.
Para
So,
kung ma-launch na ni siya, ma'am, kaning DepEd LMS,
yes,
basically
sir.
this is the very reason why uh, the task force was tasked to offer this particular training is para pag ma-launch na ang DepEd LMS, dili na ta medyo dili pa ta kaayo ka roam around with the LMS, DepEd LMS. So mao ni ang pinaka essence of our training na ma-launch gud ni so far manggod mura og naa palay mga gi-configure sa ato ang sa national. So pero as per advice, ma-launch gud ning ato ang DepEd LMS. Okay? So
Okay,
mao
sir.
to ang tubag, ma'am, nga dili pa siya makahimo because the right or the access was not yet granted, ma'am. So
Okay,
diri lang sa
sir.
ta sa ato ang Moodle site, ma'am.
Okay, so as what I have understand, sir, we are only more advanced, nag-advance na, sir, no?
Yes,
Kay
ma'am.
arong so that nanatay idea unsay interface, unsay mga pwede nato nag-explore ta daan so that whenever the LMS, the DepEd LMS will be launched, kanang dili na kay ta maglisod. Am I right, sir, no?
Yes, ma'am. Mao gid ni ato ang purpose. So
Okay.
LMS kay naman na so kani siguro ang gigamit ni ma'am.
Okay, sir. Murag kana siguro,
Mm.
sir.
So for now, wala pa gid tay wala pa tay power diha, ma'am.
Okay, so I hope, Ma'am May, we have answered your question. So, sige lang ma'am, wait lang taan nga time nga ma-launch na ang DepEd LMS. And for now, murag ga-prepare ta pag-ayo. Aron ni nag-abot sa panahon nga ma-launch na siya, ready na kayo ang Bohol
Yes,
Division.
yes, ma'am. That's basically the
Yes.
purpose, no? Uh,
Okay. So, another concern lang, sir. Concern na po niya, sir. Sir, good morning. We cannot use our laptop to follow your instructions because of internet connection problem. Dili mi kaklaro sa among cellphone. Thank you so much.
okay, ma'am. Gini-reality na to,
Mo dyan yung
that's beyond
pinaka-challenge na to,
our
sir.
control, and it's
Yes.
everybody's concern. Even us, kita mismo sa task force, we do have this concern pod
Bitaw,
every
sir.
now and then.
Okay,
Uh,
sir.
but since it's the current normal, dili naman gid new normal nato ni mao naman gid ni ang ato ang normal.
Mm-mm.
uh, we don't have a choice but to live with it, and katong wala pa kayo stable connection, we have to do something about it. Mao man gid ang ato ang kuan. Pero eventually I believe na karon lang ni siya nga problema, no, pero
Mm-mm.
once na ma full blown na siguro ta sa implementation, everybody will be able to secure stable connection, ma'am.
Bitaw, sir, no? And if, kuan lang po, sir, may suggestion siguro lang is, if ever makaato kag lugar, ma'am, nga kanang kuan, kusog-kusog ang internet connection, sir, ba? So,
Mhm.
siguro you can watch again the kuan, this session. Pwede
Mhm.
man nimo ma-replay, ma'am, and balik na lang og kanang tan-aw and then explore sad og balik.
Yes, ma'am. Mao man jud po niya ang purpose why we have
Oh,
recorded
yes, sir,
our
bitaw.
recorded video. So, pwede
Oh,
nilang i-download or pwede nilang i-review, no,
through
through
FB.
FB and YouTube
Yes, sir.
also.
Pwede kayo. Pwede, pili lang sila.
Mm.
Sir, can we have another concern, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can we, from Ma'am Hasenda Marie Aquino, good morning. Can we have a copy of all your PPT slides from the very first,
Uh, from the very first.
webinar of Studio Bohol until today's webinar?
Yes, they can, ma'am. Pero uh, you can simply download the video itself, ma'am, para
Bitaw.
interactive. Instead of having a PowerPoint pa, pwede nang
Mm,
i-download or pwede nang i-replay na lang pag-view. So anyway, it's the
yes.
same content and it's more interactive than the PowerPoint, because as we all know, PowerPoint medyo simplified to siya, and there are things
Mm,
na wala kayo na to ma-mention o
mm,
mabutang sa atong
up,
PowerPoint because we don't want our slides to be crowded with text, so na ay mga
mm.
add-ons and ad-libs na appropriate to a particular slide. So
Mm.
mabitaw na nga mas kuaning video na to.
And kung siguro po, ma'am, no, please follow our FB page katong sa STO Bohol, sir. Kay naman po gipang post ni Sir Fernando Inad atos, ma'am, nga mga link for the PPT slides sa ato ang mga nahimo na nga webinar. Okay?
Okay?
I guess,
So,
sir, you
okay, I
can
think
proceed.
our participants were able to create their forum na. Now, we will jump now to the last part of our discussion today, which is, I think, one of the, or I think the most important, kasi we will be talking about the module na quiz. So, what is a quiz? Siyempre, kay ba naman tadaan, kung say purpose ni quiz, it enables a teacher to create quizzes comprising questions of various types, including multiple choice, matching type, and other question type. Okay? So, as we all know, syempre, we make quizzes man for formative and summative evaluation. So, naana na to kung graded ba or dili, multiple times ba, dili, that will be the content of these quizzes. So, pwede gani siya, murag quiz lang ang tawag na to, pero quarterly assessment. Okay? So, to start with our quiz, again, is ako. I click add an activity or resource. And then, I will go to quiz, click add, then the quiz name, pwede nang butangan lang natog module 1, quiz 1, or depende sa naming convention ni mo ma'am or sir. Wala lang, this is just for the demonstration purposes para mas dali na itong ma-follow through ang ato ang mga examples. So, again, in the uh, description, this is my first quiz. So, sa timing, again, better kung for the purpose of demonstration lang, uh, we allow it to be taken karon dayon para maswayan sa tuwang estudyante. Pero if you want, you can prepare the quiz and make it available on a later date. Pwede lang to. Pwede to siya. Pero since we are doing this for the purpose of demonstration, yan. We will open the quiz today also. And the quiz pwede namang i-close na to on a particular date. So siguro we can change it to until 7, which is 4 or 5 days from now. And then the time limit. Okay. This particular option, okay, yung time limit, this particular option, ang purpose ani niya is gusto ba ka na ang quiz na i-take sa atong student time-bound? Which means, para malikayan po na to ning syempre naaman dyan po ning mga wala, duda lang siguro po tag panguna-huna. So, para limited ang time na magpangutan na ay and so on. So, yun. We can enable this. Assuming we prepare a quiz na, shall we say, 15 items. Assuming each question will run for about a minute. So, 15 questions is equal to 15 minutes. Pero that depends na to as teacher. Then, this particular option is also important. Yan. Open attempts are submitted automatically. So, kani siya, ang but pasabot is if a particular student doing the quiz and the time expires while doing the quiz, yung open attempt niya will be submitted automatically. Para sigurado ta that a student will have a score. Because if we will allow other option, yun nga, naabtan og time, dili na makasubmit, wala tay ma-record. So, yung kani oh. So, ang ato ani, kahit bisag dili sila kaabot sa time, assuming inlapas ng 15 minutes, so kung unsang item lang ang naana nila, then that will be submitted automatically. So, ang atong gamiton, open attempts are submitted automatically. Then, for the grade, since wala pa nato i-categorize siya into our category, di ba naman tayo mga category, katong ato ang gitawag na written works, di ba? Katong ato ang mga performance task and quarterly assessment. So, pwedeng i-ignore lang sa nato na. Yung grade to pass naman is if we will not allow the student, kung natin mga conditions that we will not allow our students to proceed to the next topic or next activity unless they pass This is where you put your cut-off score. So they need to pass a particular score para maka-proceed with the next activity. If you want to do that. But in our case now, we will not be utilizing that. Now, attempts allowed, it's up to you. Pero we have to remember lang na pag unlimited, you will also monitor the number of attempts. And then, in the grading method, yung kung multiple attempts siya, what? Will you get the highest grade? Or yung first attempt, last attempt ba? Pero normally, itong gamiton is the highest grade. For the layout naman, the purpose of this one is how do you want your questions to be displayed? But pasabot, if you will choose every question, one page per question. So kung pananglitan, your students nagtapad sila, so para dili sila parihas o question na makita. Okay? Kasi kung if you will put all the 15 items in one page, then bisan nung saon ni mag-shuffle sa question, they will be able to compare. So, ang suggestion is to choose every question para one question at a time. Okay? Okay, so we're done with timing, grade, layout. Okay. This one, yung review option. Now, in the review option, how do you want your quiz, no, be displayed, no, not, di yung feedback, no, sa atong mga estudyante. So, during the attempt, immediately after the attempt, at kung pananglitan gusto tang mogama og formative assessment. Tapos you want them to pass a particular score before sila mo proceed to the next activity. If you will allow whether correct and the right answer, then the second time around that they will take the quiz, sigurado ta that perfect na ang ilang score. So, pwede siguro ang atong feedbacking lang is yun lang, tantangon na to ang right answer o ang whether correct. Okay? Tapos sa ato ang later while the quiz is still open, so pwedeng delete na lang na to na i-allow. Okay ka ng attempts diha. After the quiz is closed, then that's the time that we allow everything to be displayed para mahibaw sila nga mao day ni ang answer, sayop day sila ani nga item, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we're done with layout. So basically, that's what is critical lang anang mga dapita. Then save and display. Now, we have a quiz that will be closed on Friday. Limit 15 minutes pero wala pa'y question. So, atong buhaton is to edit quiz. Click edit quiz. Here, the maximum grade, pwede man na tong i-change na. Later na lang. So, the questions dapat naka-shuffle para dili pare-pareha ang atong number 1, number 2, number 3. Rather, naa siya variation. And then, you click add. Here, you can see three things. One, a new question. In our case, we don't have a choice because wala pa tay question that was created. Pero kung pananglitan, you've been using na the DepEd LMS and you already uploaded a quiz, you can click from a question bank kasi it will be placed in a question bank or the other option. Pero karon nawala pa tay lain, so we need to add new question. Yan. These are the common question types, no? So for mathematics, yung mga calculated uh, and other types. Pero I will be talking about three things lang. Three questions type. Number one, yung multiple choice. Okay? So, sa multiple choice, yung common, very common na to. Okay? Or you can also use matching type. So, we'll have matching type later on. Okay? So, multiple choice muna. Click. And then, this is where it will be reflected. English 7. Question name. Assuming you have a question. Uh, so in our question name and question text, siguro parehaso na lang na to na para masayon. Okay? So as an example, as an example, question mark, and then we'll just copy it. Yan. So that's our question. You can change how it will be displayed. And medyo claro as you display it. Default mark, let's just say 5. And then feedback, pwede nang wala. This is the choice 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Assuming this is the answer. Okay? And then yung grade niya, okay. The purpose of this grade is assuming your test or quiz is very clear with the choices that if they choose this option, they will get a mark of 100%, or if they will choose this option, they will have 75%, or they will choose this option 50%. Mao ni purpose ani. Okay? Now, since isa lang sa ang atong i-declare as right answer, yung other options na to, okay? Uh, yung grade niya will be none. And then the other option, with none, and then the other option, D, none. So once you're done, save changes. Yan. So we have one question now. So, add another question. Yung type naman tingali is if you don't want na A, B, C, D, but rather you want the answers to be displayed na naka-drop down, na after the question, drop down siya, then you can use the matching. Yan. Diretso man. Okay? So, example, another question. You can probably do that. Okay. And then, default mark is 5. No feedback. Naka-shuffle. Answer is, assuming this is the right answer. Okay. And then, this is the other mali. Yung right answer niya. Yung mga distractor na to. And so forth. Okay. So, save changes and continue. See. Yan. So, ani siya. So, ang tuyo na to is na ay question. And then, right after the question na ito yung mga choices nga drop down. Pili-pili na lang ta. So, para mas dali na ito ma-monitor, this would be the answer. So, if you want to add yung mga blank questions na or mga naay gitawag na ito nga pampalibugamay, so you can add. Pero for now, we'll just do save changes. And then, we can probably add one more na lang para makompleto na to ng atuang quiz. So, you can add a new question. And then, yung gitawag na tong drag and drop into text. This is one good example of a question type. So, ang purpose ani niya, kung pananglitan na kay mga text bitaw na gustong ibutang sa blank spaces tapos you drag it. So, this is the option na pwede na tong pilion. So, you click add. And then question name, it's up to you. So, we'll simply copy na lang sample question. And then, yan. And then, default mark is 5. So, these are the choices. Now, kung panalitan multiple, ang purpose niya is fill in the blanks na style, mora ni ang dapat nimong hinumduman. Magbutang tag double bracket. Example, sige, we can do ICT stands for blank, blank, and blank. Yan. So copy. And then, yan. So, ito yung 1, followed by 2, and then followed by 3. Sorry. Yan. So, one thing lang is dapat siya arrange. Yan. So, this is your answer for the first blank. This is your answer for the second blank. And this is your answer, the answer for the third na blank. Okay? So yan, answer, information, and then tech communication, and then technology. Tapos, internet, mga distractor na to. Okay, internet, community, and testing. Okay. So, as an example lang, pero pwede namang wala ng uban. Pero better nga na totala yung mga options. Okay. Save changes. Now we have our quiz. We are done with our quiz with a maximum grade of 100. And then save. Okay. Save na. Siguro on lang na to. Kaya usahay ang atong connection. Then, if we will now go back to our student account, if you can still remember, nahuman na siya gama og assignment, nahuman na siya gama og sa forum niya na nasigrado. Now, we will allow them to take the quiz. Kaya naman take quiz. So, attempt quiz now. So, the quiz has a time limit. Ito yung mga reminder. Start attempt. Then, as you can see, kanisha, this was the last question that we created. Diba? Uy, there is a problem with our question. Sorry, nasayop kog isa ka bracket. Okay? So, kanilang. So, pananglitan, your answer is information. Okay? I-drag lang ni muna diha. And then, communication. Yun. Then, next page. Then, choose. Ito yung matching type na to. So, example na, and then sayop ni siya, and then kani sakto na siya. Click next. As you can see, na siya yung timer. So, money purpose atong ang gi-click ganina na pag mula pa siya sa time, pwede pa bang i-submit? So, we still have plenty of time since the 3 items naman eh. Which are the following is kung isa ko. So, example, our answer is, and click finish attempt. These are the answers niya.
Sir,
Naka-auto-save.
Sir
Yes,
Aga,
ma'am.
murag wa na show tos ganina sir katong pagkuan nimo, navigate nimo sa
Sa,
student na side sir no.
oh, yes, ma'am.
Oh, kato siya sir. Murag
Ah,
sir nami sa ako nakitaan karon is editing quiz, module quiz 1. Murag sa part pa ni sa teacher sir.
ay. Okay. Sige,
Mm.
sige. Okay. Since isa raman ang window nga ma-share ko na to. So, what I am doing now is I went to the student account. Okay?
Okay sir.
Sige. So, what I did was I went to the student account para lang ma-take sa bata ang quiz na itong ginama. But the thing here is, ang ako lang ma-share ninyo is one window and I cannot jump from one window to another.
Okay sir.
Sige. So, yun lang. Assuming the student naka-answer na siya. So, let's go back in our quiz. Okay. So, basically, that's it. So, this is the example of the quiz. Yan. In our view. So, yan. So, which of the following is a component of mail merge? There. Example lang na. And then, next page. Here, you can choose. Assuming that kani. And then, as you can see, no, wala na siya mo sunod sa tuwang sequencing kanina as per question. Kay, yun nga, it's naka-shuffle. So, next page. Yan. So, I have a problem here na nasa iyo type kanina. This is the problem with your yung matching na dapat naka-double bracket ka first and then followed with kapila siya nga sequence and then the other two close bracket. So, mao ni akong gingon na drag and drop. So, example, your answer here is information and then communication, then finish attempt. Ayan. Okay? So, that's the example of our quiz. So, going back, kapit na tamo wrap up, nahuman na punta, we have our assignment, we have our forum, and we are done with the quiz. Okay? So, ari na ta sa last. Kay para sa man nga atong gibuhat kung dili na to makolek ang mga gipangbuhat sa atong mga bata or mga estudyante. So, you will go to grades and then you have your students here na sila yung mga score. But, again, wala pa siya naka-categorize. Kung asa dapat mo fall na category ang atuang mga gipangbuhat sa mga estudyante na to. So, in this example, ang una nimong buhaton is when you go to your grade report, ang una natong buhaton is to click setup. I-set up na to una ang atuang grade book with appropriate category. So, after clicking setup, we will go now to our add category. So, we have 3 categories naman, di ba? So, naatay written works, written work. Just leave it na lang una, kaning 100. And then, add category, naaputay performance, task, and then, save. And lastly, add the third category na to, which is yung quarterly assessment. Okay? So, yan. Save changes. Now, we have now here categories na to. And the last thing that we need to do is to transfer kung asa na belong ning ato ang mga activities na gipangbuhat. So, we simply click the arrow and then move the assignment to, example, we will transfer it to written works. And then our rating for kaning atuang forum, ay sorry. Atong imbutang sa performance task and lastly ang atuang quiz, click and then transfer it to quarterly assessment. And the last thing that we need to do now is to specify kung pila ka percent ang atuang assessment, ang atuang category. So in this case, pananglitan, we use 25% diba sa atuang written work. Sa atuang performance is we use 50. And then sa atuang quarterly assessment, we use I think this is 45 and then this is 35. Although lain-lain man tani like sa TBL, 60%, 20%, and then 20%. So here I think it's 35. Yeah. Okay. And then save changes. Then it will be reflected na. Okay? So, mao na niya nga tuang makitaan. So, this is our gradebook already. So, if you want to view it, okay? Pero, ang importante manggod na to is dili lang kay viewing. So, ayan no. Written works na to, performance task, and then quarterly assessment. So, naa naman siya raw score. Now, for us to transfer that in our uh, gradebook or our electronic class record, the only thing that you have to do is to export it and click Excel spreadsheet. Kay masayon para nato nga mag-copy kay ang ato ang kigamit ra ba nga mga electronic class record naka-Excel. So para masayon ini-copy, you simply click Excel spreadsheet and then download. Kani siya, piliyon lang po na to tong katong mga gusto natong i-reflect sa atong i-download. So pwede man dili tanan. So pwedeng wala ning quarter 1 assignment 1, wala man nato nagamita. Category total, probably course total na lang. So yan. So assuming we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 na mga fields na gusto na itong ma-reflect sa ato ang downloaded Excel file. Then click download. And then as you open the file, okay, so I think we're done with the whole activity. We are done with creating our assessment part, which is the assignment, the forum, and the quiz. So, Mamara,
Yes,
anything?
sir. Okay, sir, marag wala kayo question ko nakit-answer. Anya kanilang isa maka-access ba ang mga estudyante ani bisan way internet connection from Ma'am Welma Makabudbud.
Dili, ma'am. We really need an internet connection because, yun nga, this is web-based. But there was
Yes.
a I don't know, hopefully this will be true that basin daw og i, i exempt ang DepEd LMS na pwede na natong ma-access without yung baga ilibre sa mga telcos. But
Mm.
that's a possibility. I was advised by our chairman no na there is a big possibility about it. So hopefully mahitabo na ma-access na to na siya. Pero for now, since web-based kita, so wala pa. Wala pa tayo kayang laing tubag ana.
Okay, sir. So, I hope na-answer to, ma'am. And kung answer na concern, makakuha ba daw sila og slides from this session?
Yes, ma'am. Ako di kaning video, ma'am.
Okay. So,
Oo.
video lang, sir. Video. Okay. So, nya, sir, natay kuan kanang from outside the country nga nagtanaw nato karon si Sir
Oh.
Devon Gonsalves. Good night, everyone watching from Bonfim, Brazil. It's almost
Oh.
11:40 p.m. na kuno, sir, in the night. Hala, grabehan abot tatag Brazil. And di pwede nako pakyasan, sir, kay murag imo ning mga fans watching from Daguhoy District. Shout out to DNHS teachers. Thank you, Sir Aga, for sharing your expertise. Our former dean at STI before from si Ma'am Jaclea Cordua. And shout out to all mentors of Sarah Bulyones District. God bless and keep safe everyone. Always. Okay. So murag wa na ko'y nakit-an nga lain, sir. Anything you would like to say, sir?
Mine is would like to uh kuha na lang thank you for listening and um to all the participants, please bear with us because the main purpose why we're having this is to give you mga alternatives and for us also to be kamang ready. So, one of the major discipline man siguro na to as teacher is learning how to know. So, dili na
Yes, yes,
nato
sir.
pwedeng gamiton tong uh, dili na ko makamao ana or urban pa. Let's not make an excuse. Rather, let's embrace the reality that we really have to learn and we really have to practice. We should not be afraid to learn because mao man gini ang ato ang buhat. So, in as teachers, kaya. If we want it, kaya. So, with that, mayong salamat, mayong buntag ug daghan kayong salamat sa pagpaminaw. Mamara?
Right. Yes, sir. Thank you kayo, Sir Aga, for that very detailed presentation, sir. I agree with you, sir, nga murag ang kani siya nga murag avenue ni siya, sir, no, nga kitang tanan maka-appeal gyud. All teachers are can participate unlike kung sa sauna bitaw kay usually kay pilion ba yan, no, usually mga ICT coordinators, but karon we are all engaged, we can all participate and let us take advantage of this opportunity. Thank you kayo, Sir
Okay,
Aga.
thank you, ma'am. So, I will give the floor to you, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
So, I'll just stop my sharing. Okay,
Okay, sir.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, and have a
Ah,
nice day.
thank you, Sir Aga. Ay, sa kawa, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sige, sige. Mag-share ko sa ako Sir Aga, nakitaan ba? Okay, so thank you once again, Sir Aga, for that very detailed presentation about DepEd LMS training for teachers, part 2. So murag na kuan na gyud nato ang tanan nga murag na explore na gyud nato ang mga about sa DepEd LMS nga magamit nato ni siya whenever ma-launch na ang official na gyud nga DepEd LMS. So thank you once again, Sir Aga. And of this moment, wait lang ha, kay murag ning ungot akong screen. Okay, I would like to remind again everyone to the part 3 of our SDO Bohol Contextualized webinars. On August 5, we will have our mail merge kani gamit kay ni nato mga teachers. And on August 7, string manipulation in MS Excel. On August 10, Visual Basic Application. And on August 12, we will have live streaming using OBS. And on August 14, we will have Google Sites. The same time. And for sa atong gikahinaman na for the end of session task, we have our post webinar assessment form that could be accessed on https colon double slash tinyurl.com slash bohwp2s4b survey. And I hope you get the link. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I guess that's all for today. This has been Araceli Aitor Franca saying thank you for watching. Have a safe day, everyone.